Been waiting for this matchup a while now. We have the world's #1 Yasuo Pzzang up against the best laner to ever exist in Chovy. Can Chovy's laning phase dismantle this guy's 15,000 plus hours of Yasuo? This guy's playing thousands of games of Yasuo. You don't understand how many accounts he has in challengers playing Yasuo and Yono and like only. It's disgusting. As you can see, the wave shoves into Pzzang. And Chovy trying to abuse those Qs. Jukes out. I think Akali, it definitely favors Akali's matchup here, but Pzzang hits 2 first. And he uses the long lane to all in there. Get Chovy down to around about 45%. But the problem is the wave's now going to shove into Chovy. The Chovy can kind of dictate what he wants. He could pull a freeze, and then kind of... Akali has plenty of sustain, so then... Oh. Can maybe sustain it back up, but Chovy's actually gone for a Doran's ring. Very aggressive rather than the shield. It's 3. God, these two... Looks for the... Oh my god. I was wondering if he's going to try and flash. Look at the Gragas around on the Wraith camp. If Chovy dies on this... If he dies on this dive, it is massive. He's going to miss the minion wave. Flashes in from the Gragas. Pzzang comes through, grabs the kill for himself, and great little setup there. That is exactly what you need if you're Pzzang to snowball it as Lee Sin comes through. It's so crazy. It is absolutely so crazy. If you watch every one of these guys' reviews, 99% of the time he has a Gragas or a Diana, or he has like a Malphite, a Lee Sin. He always has somebody on his team with a knockup. In Korea, they play around him. Everyone knows who Pzzang is, they respect him, and they give him knockups because they know he'll carry. It's pretty funny to watch. Chovy makes his way back into lane. Pretty big disadvantage here. The problem is, Pzzang hasn't got his first base. He wants Berserker Greaves. Always Berserker Greaves first base on Yasuo. Huge spike. Chovy knows this, and he's going to try and deny the base. Chovy, see how it's too far for Chovy to stop the base, but Chovy sees the base. As soon as it goes through, he'll try and hard shove and crash. Pzzang knows the next wave is a cannon wave. Oh my god, he's good. He bases on the cannon wave because Chovy and Akali can't clear it. By the time he gets back, it's going to be crashing into him. Just bases in his face with his fingers up and says, hey buddy. He's going to miss 1 creep from that base. That's crazy. I would not... That's insane. Cannon minion bases are so underrated. It's one thing that I noticed I was getting completely fucked against. Like when I versed pro mid laners when I was in Korea, and some of the Chinese mids and stuff, even some of the EU mids, like they would just time their bases on cannon waves a lot more frequently than the mid laners I was used to. And they would just get better bases. They'd get better items. And then obviously if they've got an extra amp tome, if they've got an extra long sword, it just, dude, it is the difference in the 1v1. It's so insane at that top level. So if you can start thinking about things like that in your lower level games, it's just going to put you leaps and bounds ahead of your opponents. Honestly, in whatever respective division, I see people, even me, like people in Challenger, like they still don't really manage their waves correctly and they don't really think about the game. Sometimes some great players can just play the game and hardly think. But the true greats, they put a lot of thinking into every mechanic, every input into the game. Got a level advantage. Freeze to Chovy. Pzzang has flash though, so even if he is ganked, he can probably escape. Aggressive trade. Is the tornado going to hit? Goes wide. Chovy level 5 here. Level 6 now. God, we have such a lead. Look at Gragas wraparound. These players... Here we go. Let's see. Nado hits. Doesn't pull the ultimate. He wants to wait for the Gragas knockup first. Gragas. Oi! He didn't ult. Oh shit. It still works out. He's so lucky. And poor Chovy. Now you could just say, oh, Chovy's bad or whatnot, but I think Chovy's playing pretty well. But Pzzang and this jungler are just... This duo, I couldn't imagine versing a harder duo. It's disgusting. 46 at 6 here. I want to see if Chovy can come back, because we all know what Chovy's comeback mechanics are like. He's down 15 CS. There's no way. If Chovy ends this video with a CS lead, I will shave, and I haven't pre-watched this. I will shave my head bald. I swear to it. I'll keep my eyebrows, but I will shave my head. Zerka Greaves up next. This is the Zerka Greaves spike here is so clean. Zerka Greaves making his way towards the shield boat. Sometimes he'll do that zeal. Ooh. The shield boat always going to help you out in that 1v1 against the Akali. Make your way in towards. He was actually doing a weird build, kind of where he's going Death Dance, but it's usually shield boat IE. Get that crit. And sometimes like a mortal reminder. You might have a... Oh. Q's are landing. We have to land the NATO. We have to land the NATO. Don't land it. Chovy looking for the all-in Q. Ignite proc. Chovy looking for the 1v1. Q's land is going to be... That 1v1. Are you serious? And he couldn't get his ultimate off. He just could not get his ultimate off. I thought he was going to try and Q flash. I'm in trouble here. And I don't know what in my champion pool do I play against Pzzang so that I can win. Zoe, I cannot. Vex maybe would be a good choice. Probably Vex or Talia. Talia's not bad because you put the rocks out. As I want to shut up because this is where the matchup gets really fun. And we go for the ultimate. Qs are all landing and that poke, we don't quite get the kill. But a lot of the time, if you're able to all in, get your ultimate off. Prime example is Orion. Oh my god, getting ganked by Lee Sin here, looking for the kick. Are we able to escape? We get kicked and we die. Oh, my hair. A lot of the time, guys, so prime example, playing Oriana, playing Syndra. Sometimes if the enemy mispositions and they're at full health, pop your ultimate. Chunk them down to 45%. And then that is obviously going to make them a prime target for your jungler gank. It's also going to be able to get hard trade on them and poke them down, whittle them out. It completely changes the dynamic of the lane. So if you don't think you're going to get better opportunity within the next 30 seconds or so to get that ultimate, and you can chunk your opponent, let's say the dragon spawning in 30 seconds, and he walks up, you Oriana ulti, down, maybe Oriana ulti is pretty important for dragon, but if you can completely take them out of the game, force them to base down to 20%, the dragon's going to be a 5v4. You're down an ultimate, but honestly, sometimes a full member down is just going to be a complete game changer. If they have teleport or something like that, different story. But you should understand the premise. Yes, get this CS. Chickens, grab them. Problem with this game is going to be the side lane. I'm pretty sure Chovy is going to dominate the side lane. If he can keep farming and get these levels, yep, he has Sorks. Oh, he has Sorks. He's making his way to. He's going to go the proto belt build. He's going to go super aggressive flat pen. Look at the Gragas. Chovy. Go in. Win wall. Looking for the knock-up. We get the knock-up. We don't press ultimate, though. We want to see if Gragas can land it. He doesn't throw. And I feel like... Ooh. Yeah, and this time spent mid lane. I mean, Lee Sin's hovering, so it's not as though he's getting better investment elsewhere, but... Obviously, it's better spent if he can be jungling or something and not just sitting around camping bloody Chovy. Chovy has good wave positioning. Bard just sitting and waiting. Look at this camp. You have to, I guess you just have to camp Chovy. Like, even when you camp him, he doesn't get behind, though, because of the CS department. It's such a struggle. And look how he this wave is just... He's ungankable on the wave, and he's actually denying CS. Q goes wide. Bard, Gragas. Look at every single person. Gragas hovering across, goes in, gets the knock-up, and they get the kill. So much for ungankable. Gonna look for the plate. Pzzang is piss chilling. He gets the plate. Gragas tries to make his way out. Good juke, son. But he's still obviously going to drop. Is he going to drop down? There's no shot. Pzzang stays. He wants to shove one more to deny the wave. Q. Save him. Save him. Oh, no. If we die for that? No way. Good news is we stalled and the bot side was able to get a kill. Explosive game. It's on a knife's edge. Team's actually down 2 kills. Ooh, we get the zeal. There we go. Now we make our way over to the towards the shield boat. Come on, Aurelia. Oh, Aurelia. Oh, that was fun. Fun while it lasted. Gotta be careful. Time that E out, I reckon. Q does not land. We're going to try and hover onto the top side. Chovy spotted. And that's just not going to work. You have to drop it. First tower. Oh! Careful. He has the Bard, so he's confident. Do you see how this mid lane is played in high elo? It's really cringe. But you are playing with supports. And it's on the junglers to influence. As we're looking for a knock-up, we do get it, but we don't hit the ultimate. The world's most patient Yasuo is also the world's highest ranking Yasuo. Coincidence? Probably not. It's probably not. If you play Yasuo, maybe be a little bit more passive. Oh, oh. Oh, the Gragas ultimate, but we do get kicked underneath the tower. We have flash. We're not going to burn it. And that's a 1-for-1, but Chovy stays in lane, picking up farm. And yeah, mid lane is a 2v2, 3v3 in high elo. Which means even if you're the better mid laner, a lot of the time it's just simply influenced by Pzzang and support roams. And then you'll fall really far behind and get flamed. It kind of sucks. Chovy looks to be overextended. And look at his movements. Not enough. He drops down. Still down 10 CS, thankfully. My hair is still on my head. And look at the Jinx farm doing very well. 130 at 13. 145 on the Aurelia. Korean high elo is just too good. It's too good! Is it good enough? Am I good enough to get there? We'll see. Yes. If we get the red. Oh my days, the wind wall. Now we're on the hunt. I don't think he's just going to stroll through, clear the wards. He's not going to flash over the blast plant. Not going to do anything crazy. He's going to take the red, wind wall, Graves auto, and then head back. Oh, it's like butter. I could just watch this guy's Yasuo all day. I may do it. Big commitment down into the bot side, and we're on the hunt. Gragas is making his way. Grag doesn't have ultimate. We're hunting the Lee Sin. Lee Sin goes over. Aurelia. Cute, Lance. We could flash. We got the wolves. Don't need to. Slice our way through. Grab the shutdown on Lee Sin. Never flash. I would have blown flash 50 times this game so far. Now that double buff's looking juicy. Oh, Chovy lands the E. He's doesn't give a fuck. He's level 11 looking for aggressive all in. Please come into me. He's saying, oh, Drew, don't say that. Don't say that. And, yeah. We've got enough of the shield bow, so I'm expecting that he will look for the reset at his next convenience. Oh, we're probably dead here. Are we? Nice. W the wind wall. W the wind wall. W the tongue. As I don't know if you want to fight the Herald. Sitting on 1700 gold unspent is kind of annoying. Problem is, his team is go, go, go. And sometimes when team go, 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 you don't have an option. Moves in, they get the Jhin. Gragas ultimate. Double ultimate. Grab the Tarm, go through. Looking now for the Graves. Are we gonna fully commit? We don't need to. It's a 3 for none. Grab the mid lane tower, grab blue buff. It is an absolute wipe for red side team here. Unless Chovy. Chovy. Q, not Lance. Trying to focus the Graves. Graves is tanky as all hell. Now Chovy goes in against 4. It's not going to be enough. Why is this Grave so tanky? We could see a flash burn here. Wow. Wow, that hold. Misses the... Oh, maybe? Oh my god. Misses the wolf, misses the cannon minion. And he's up 20 CS, thank god. Stay for the wave. Surely we stay for... Oh, Jinx is coming. There we go. Shield bow, mortal. Next item, Infinity Edge. So when he has the perfect buy, he does this mortal setup. If he doesn't, a lot of the time he just sits on the Zeal. It really depends on the situation. But those are the 3 keys. In Korea, they have a fetish for anti-heal. They buy Morellos all the time, and they always, not always, but they very often will buy Executioners. And all of them will. But when you go onto a different server like EU, mid laners barely buy Morello. Jinx, Rocket, not quite enough. Don't blow the flash. Graves hits the ultimate. Now we flash in, but it might have been too late. Q lands. No, Gragas ultimate lands. We get the kill, but we're going to go down to the Lee Sin now. Lee. This Graves, this Lee. Graves is... Graves hasn't died yet. Look at him. This could be an issue. He's 180 CS at 18. Hasn't died. And it's funny, you watch these games, and they look really fiesta-y, right? They look very... A lot of the time it looks uncoordinated, and you think, damn, this doesn't actually look that high elo. I've had the chance, and I know I get memed a lot, but I have played in a couple of very high elo Korean games. I've played a very high elo game with like Uzi, with Doinby, and a lot of other big names where I'm in Grandmaster and I pop into like a late night queue. It's disgusting, the difference. The difference between Korean Grandmaster and Korean Challenger is night and day. Grandmasters stand out like a sore thumb. It is because they fight so often, there's so many chances for you to do a mechanical misplay, for you to be in the wrong position on the map before a fight. And if you are, your team will notice it. It's so noticeable. It's crazy, actually. I played with Khan, and he spam pinged me and called me mid kitty. And I've never been flamed high. The most I've ever been flamed is by Khan in 2017 on the Korean server. I'm not lying. He added me after the game, did a little Mordekaiser ult with the friend. But hey, that's life sometimes. Like you can get the best of you. I think he did have some disciplinary action. Obviously not from that, but after that, I think, for sure. And I can't remember what happened. But I think my CS is safe here. 170, 20 minutes in, 18 to 16. Surely we grab the red. Can we please have the red buff? Wait, do they start Nash? Oh my god, they are. You know what? Graves probably could just tank it. They're not gonna take damage. Grab the red, and now Operation Stop the Nash. A lot of the time in high elo, they're baiting, by the way. They start it, and they just want to bring you in. Don't get baited into it. Gragas ultimate lands onto the Graves. Is he going to die for the first time? Pzzang, he goes over to the Baron wall. This could be a huge mistake, and the Bard ultimate does save him for a brief second. I don't think it's going to be enough. And how's this fight going to turn out? Let's see. Lee Sin... Jesus Christ, that's not a good fight. That is not a good fight. And Chovy helps out. And that's an ace, and that's an FF. Oh, God. That's rough. That's rough. Wait, go to items. Chovy has rushed to Shadow Flame. He didn't go for Mythic. He's gone straight for Shadow Flame. That's specifically to counter the Yasuo shields, yes? You just instantly get the max pen. Maybe. Is that next fucking level or what? I'm too dumb to understand, but that sounds pretty good if it works. Which it would. Now we're going to drop into the side lane, and this is where it's going to get spicy. We're going to have Yasuo versus Chovy. It is two of the most mechanical champions in the game, doing backflips and bloody tornadoes and spins like a ballerina. We see the Akali, but we're going to head back and get this little spike. And it's looking like a DD. It's not going to be IE. Completely broken item, by the way. We need 1-5-5. Gragas, we need Bard ultimate to hit 5 people. Then we need Gragas ultimate into Yasuo instant 5-man ultimate, into Irelia ultimate, into Jinx rocket, and you will pentakill win the game. In your head, guys, you gotta think like that. Oh my god, the Lee Sin gets butchered back. We don't pop the ultimate. We win more the Jhin. And Irelia is in the side lane. She is hungry. Macro here, guys. Look at the Irelia. This is what I love. You know what they do in low elo here? They try and defend this turret while Irelia is getting the outer, which is worth more. And then your whole team gets ace, and Irelia is like, guys, what the hell are you doing? Dude, give it. Irelia gets the tower, resets. Then you can try and fight if you want on inhibitor tower. The macro here is simple, yet even people just get greedy. And they look for the engage when you don't have to. Trade the tower. If the enemy team has a Baron, you trade a tower, and especially if it's the outer tower, like tier 2 bottom, it's worth more. It's worth for the defending team. You understand? Now Irelia, she looked for the TP out. Looks like Lee Sin might be caught. Can we get any CC? Bard ult comes through. Lee jukes it. Everybody throwing their abilities, but nothing quite sticking. As it looks like, oh my god, please God, get out. I'm scared. And there's no chance to CS. No one's able to drop into the side lanes. Top lane farm is available. Jinx wants to probably shove out onto Krugs in top lane, and then I guess you probably might have to give this. Let's have a look how they play it. Win more block. Oh my god. Clears the minions. Jinx is going to base. Dragon fight coming up, by the way. Only second dragon for both teams, so it's not that big of a deal. Everybody but the Bard has ult. They're on the hunt. Q doesn't land. Gragas hovering, and we're just getting poked. Here we go. Knock up lands. Pzzang does take it. But he instantly gets eaten by the frog. You know what would smell? The inside of Tom's mouth. It would be putrid. I would hate to be eaten. 30-second ultimate. So low cooldown. And we're just going to wait again. Nobody used their ult except for the Irelia and Yasuo. But it should be back up in no time. This Lee Sin, man. Gragas, the windmill could be clutch here. Frog moves over. Frog try run. Gragas miss. Baron expire. And we're back to square one. Not much really accomplished with that Baron, to be fair. What, 2 towers or so? Really got the bot outer. And we got to eat up a bunch of CS. What's the DD off this? I don't buy DD on any of my champs. Do we have it? 750 enough? God, the Graves is big. Oh, we're not going to base. Why is the Graves 2 levels on us? Please stop that. Chovy's 185 CS. Death Dance completed. It's a pretty good 3-item spike. I reckon we want a stopwatch next as well, just to sit on. Chovy side lane. Don't like the looks of this. I do not like the looks of this. Please tell me this game doesn't go any longer. Please just get an ace and pentakill. Chovy, maybe caught. Definitely caught into this. He's hard CC'd and he drops. Jinx picks him up. Mid lane. I don't think they're going to be able to get anything. I really will hard shove bot. They'll defend mid. Good macro. Graves, unfortunately, is going to get the top lane tower, I'd say. But I'd really get some agency down bot side. Yeah. So you just give this. Don't try and defend this. Give it. Then if you can stop the bases and Irelia can get bot lane pressure, it's fine. Do not here move up and get caught. Next fight on the Baron, okay? It's going to be a contention of the Baron Vision and the mid lane wave. Teams want the mid lane wave so they can shove, then they can go and get Vision, and they're not getting pressured that the enemy team could run down mid and end. So you got to go and pick the waves up. So if you're first to kill the mid lane wave and then you move through for the Vision, that's ideal. And in any high-elo Korean game, you'll notice that teams go over the mid lane wave. The winning team will get the push, and then they'll get the Vision. And that's why sometimes you'll see in dead even games or whatnot, they just sit on the mid lane wave and it's like an ARAM. They're trying to fight over it. Looks very funny, but that's just what happens. Because you can't just ignore the wave and go to the Baron, because they'll just run down mid for the end. And someone will go and try and steal. As Irelia gets a pick! Here we go! Gragas, how's the ultimate? It's terrible. Onto the Bard ultimate. Counter intuitive. And Chovy picks up the Irelia, but it's a 1-for-1. Jinx picks it. How clutch is the win wall? That was a bit of a curved bullet. Matrix. As the world's biggest Graves takes out the wave. Now the continuous fight for mid lane prio here. Look at the Graves on the back end. Top lane wave is not favorable. This has just been a game full of action, hasn't it? Thoroughly enjoying it. Fighting! Bard goes in. Tarm. Knock up. Win wall. It's going to block all of Jin's damage. We're able to get the frog. Now, are we able to get the Graves? We are. Jinx gets a double, hunting the Lee Sin now. If we're able to get this, we're going to get the Baron as well. Triple kill to Jinx. Do we see a quad? I reckon we're going to. Yes, we are. And it's going to be a Baron. So what we're waiting for. How busted is the win wall? A good win wall. How busted? It is stupid. It's game changing. It's team fight changing. Watch how these Yasuos use their win wall, because that just completely took the AD carry out of the fight. And it's essentially like you just took a whole member out of the fight. Like they're dead. They're not getting any damage through. So you gotta wait for the angle, look for them to like reposition, think that they have the perfect angle, then win wall, boom. Not happening, boss. Your damage ain't coming through. So we. I don't know what he's looking. What item he's looking for. Maybe BF stopwatch. BF stopwatch, fight over the dragon. Let's see. What's the bite? BF. BF pickaxe. Okay. Wants a little bit more damage. So much going on. Maybe doesn't need a stopwatch when you got a Bard. The Gragas that can frontline with the stoppy that he has. Irelia finds Chovy. Or Chovy finds Irelia. Irelia finds Chovy. Chovy was looking for something a little bit too greedy there. They're going to go down. That means the dragon over to the red side team. Man, oh man, sweet victory. That's what it's feeling like. Show me the scoreboard. What's the CS? I don't think Chovy's pulled any CS out of his ass yet. This could be big. Gragas ult. We're going in. Tries to deny the lead Q if it went through. And now they're just going to try and set up a 1-1-3 maybe? Or 1-3-1. Let's see what their plan is. Oh my god, that fucking hit. Max range. So but look at Bard on the map. God, these Korean supports. Biggest difference in servers. Pzzang support in Korea is so much better and higher quality than any other server that I've played on. EU and NA is so far behind. EU mids were actually pretty good in comparison to Korean mids. Like, EU mids were decent. But the jungle and supports, that's where the gap was. And that's where these high-elo games are dictated from, in my opinion. Everyone plays around the win wall. Irelia TP's in on the mid lane wave. That tower should drop. Redemption comes through. We don't need that shit. Mid lane tower. And it's just going to be a 1-4. If we can get double inhib, reset, look topside. Let's see how it gets played out. Nice Irelia ult. Jinx. That Jinx from Arcane. Gets the kill. Pzzang moving in. He's taking turrets. He's looking for a flank behind. Gragas still has ultimate. Don't forget. Wait for it. Q. Q. He wants it. He's waiting. Is he able to get anything? Takes the Jhin out of the game. Graves. gets taken down as well. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. What a match. Holy shit. From start to finish, that was crazy. Pretty good. Honestly, I mean, good try from Chovy. He literally played the lane like 1v3. Fair enough. But man, how good is Pzzang? How good is Pzzang to watch, bro? How good is Pzzang to watch? Thank you for watching the video today, guys. Make sure to leave a like on it and a comment if you did enjoy it. Helps spread it out in the algorithm. But until next time, catch us later. Peace.